S and Z, or in England, Z, British English. We're going to look at these two sounds. Now, S is very simple. I think for most people, it's not a problem. But it can be a problem distinguishing between S and Z. But before we do that, I want to look at the homework from last week very briefly. I'm going to go through them and you can check yours. Where are the pairs? I'm reading here on the side. Pairs, did you say bears? No, pairs. I'm sorry, bears. Did you see bears? That's a mistake. There should be a B. No, pears. You know, the fruit. Oh, I see. Pears with a P. They're in the back. What? In the back of the truck? No, in the pack. You know, with a P. Oh, I see. Pack with a P. Would you like one? No, I'll have a peach, please. A beach? All right. And then let's move to these. You were asked to select a silent, which letter, the B or the P is silent amongst the three or trio. And I've listed them in red. Lamb, climb. Notice you don't hear the P or the B. Cupboard, photo, receipt, psychology, and combing. I'll do it one more time. Lamb, climb, cupboard, photo, receipt, psychology, combing your hair. Combing your hair. All right. And also from last week, the sentences. I'm gonna pronounce them slowly one time. All right, here we go. The bear has a pear. One, maybe twice on these short ones. The bear has a pear. And secondly, the cub has a cup. The cub has a cup. Some of you struggled with cups and cubs. Cups and cubs. Secondly, the person from Punjab prefers better pepper on their plate. This is difficult, so I'll repeat it. The person from Punjab prefers better pepper on their plate. Next, the boy begged the pilot to land the plane promptly. Next, please put the cup in the cupboard. Please put the cup in the cupboard. Next, happy people prefer being busy with their passions. Happy people prefer being busy with their passions or with their passion. And finally, the difficult one, brown puppies are best adopted by people living in beige abodes. Brown puppies are best adopted by people living in beige abodes. And the last two words were the most difficult of the whole exercise, beige abodes. All right, now, for those who came a little bit late, I'm going to be uploading this video onto YouTube and I will post the link after the live. I will post the link for the pronunciation video after the live, so you can watch and repeat it then. Now, just as an introduction, I'm going to cover today some very easy aspects with S, so beginners will profit from this. There'll be intermediate exercises with S and Z or Z, And then they'll be difficult. The very last slide is for advanced learners because we look at very difficult, not only expressions that you have to say, but also words and phrases. So these pronunciation lives are for everyone, from beginner to C1 level, even C2 in some cases. Now, I'm asking you, I'm providing these pronunciation classes free. They will always be free. So invite your friends to join. And I offer them free because I would like free advertising. So I offer this free, and I would like you then to tell your friends if you feel you are getting benefit from it. Then share this live or share my account with your friends. Thank you for that. Now, how to benefit from this? I recommend that you repeat after me during the live. Now, even better is to do that and then practice during the week. Again, this video will be on YouTube. And then finally, the best is to practice now during the week and then record yourself. Now, I'm going to put the homework on YouTube, so you don't have to send it to me anymore. I'm going to read the homework on a separate short video for YouTube. So then you'll be able to compare as many times as you want your accent with the one I'm using. Now, I just want to check to see if we have any technical problems. I don't think we do. So I will answer all questions at the very end of this. So people watching the video can see a normal lecture, and then questions and answers will come at the very end. All right, so let's begin. We're going to look at S and Z. So if you notice, the position of the mouth is the same. Listen to this. S, Z. The only difference is a slight tuck or curl of the tongue with the Z. S, Z. There's a slight different position of the tongue to produce the Z. So you need to be able to produce the Z sound. So please try it. Z. Bees, you know, these things that sting you. Bees buzz. Zzz. Mosquitoes also buzz. They're not very pleasant. All right, let's begin at the elementary level with S's. These are the 4 different ways in English the S is pronounced. We have S, SS, C, and SC. It's very confusing, but in English, these 4 options produce the same sound. So let's practice it. Sit, sit, sister, sister, bus, bus, sad, sad, glass, glasses, glasses, class, class, city, city, circle, circle, pencil, pencil, place, place, police, police, concert, concert, pronounce, pronounce, and finally, science, 2 S's, science, scissors, Notice there's a Z on the end, not an S. Scissors. Here we have a word with both sounds. Scissors. Scissors. One S, two Z's. One more time. Scissors. One S, two Z's. Scissors. That's a great one. Scene. Scenes are found in theaters. In theater performances, you have scenes. The first scene, the second scene, etc. All right, let's begin now to distinguish the sound of the Z and the S. Zoo. I will say all three, and then you repeat. We'll do it twice. Zoo, sue, zoo. Zoo, sue, zoo. Next. Rise, rice, rise. Rise, rice, rise. So we have Z, S, Z. Next, shave, save, shave. Men shave their face, their beard. Shave, save, shave. Finally, thing, sing, thing. This is a little bit difficult. Thing, sing, thing. We're going to look at the TH later, so we will spend a lot of time with TH. It's not an easy sound. One more time. Listen as the tongue goes between the teeth. Thing, sing, thing. And for advanced learners, you can try to go fast. This is for advanced learners. Thing, sing, thing. This is not easy. Your tongue is moving a lot in that combination. All right, let's move to the next. Now we're going to look at phrases and sentences. And here we start to listen to the flow of the sentence. So thank you for those who've sent in homework. I've listened to you. A lot of you have good pronunciation at the expense of flow. So what we're going to try to do is have the sentences and phrases flow naturally. Let's try it. Summer in the city. Summer in the city. Have you seen my glasses? Have you seen my glasses? I'll see you in the same place next Saturday. I'll see you in the same place next Saturday. I saw your sister on the bus yesterday. I saw your sister on the bus yesterday. And finally, my science lessons were the most interesting. My science lessons were the most interesting. Now we're going to move to Z, and now it starts to get a little bit more difficult. So here we go. There are 4 different spellings that produce the sound Z. And here they are. Their S can sound like Z. Z sounds like Z. Also double S and double Z or double Z. All four can produce a Z sound. So let's begin with the top line. Gives, gives, sisters. Notice we have two S's and then a Z. Sisters, easy, easy. Is this easy? And finally, husband, husband. Next, zoo, zoo. Zero, zero. Size. Here are the two differences. Size. Next, scissors. Scissors. These are scissors. You cut things with scissors. Finally, jazz. Do you like jazz music? Here we have Z and Z. Jazz music. We have Z in both. All right, let's distinguish the sound. So now we're going to reverse some of these. Sue, zoo, sue. Sue, zoo, sue. This you might have to practice a few times. Some of you will struggle with this pronunciation, this combination. Sue, zoo, sue. All right. Place, plays, place. Place, plays, place. He plays the guitar. Next. Breathe, breeze, breathe. Breathe, breeze, breathe. That's a difficult one. And finally, beige, beige, beige. This is difficult. The G is soft and the YS produces a Z. So the G, soft G and the Z sound a little bit similar. Beige, beige, beige. Can you hear that difference? You might need to practice this one. And for those of you who don't know, this is the color beige. It's a grayish tan or yellowish brown, but that's what beige looks like, and we borrow it from the French. All right, let's now move to sentences with Z. All right. What time does the zoo close? What time does the zoo close? My favorite music is jazz. My favorite music is jazz. Really? Well, it's always interesting. Really? Well, it's always interesting. But it isn't always easy to listen to. But it isn't always easy to listen to. Roses are my favorite flowers. Roses are my favorite flowers. Flowers. All right, now if you have any questions about any of those, you can write it in the box below in the question mark, and I will address all relevant questions at the end. Now here's your homework. Now the homework, I will produce a separate video and put it on YouTube for your homework. So you don't have to send it to me this week. You can check it with my personal recording. So here's the homework. You might want to take a snapshot or a screenshot of it. It's like a jigsaw. It's like a labyrinth. You have to go through and get from the beginning, start to finish, and avoid the Z sounds. You can only move where there are S's. And this should be fun for younger students. So take a photo, or it'll be on the video. You can have a screenshot. Here's the next homework. We have 4 words: eyes, ice, niece, knees. And we'll put those in the correct blanks. So take a screenshot of that. That's your second homework. We have 4 pieces of homework for next week. And then the third homework is rather simple. It's for beginners. It is going to be to place you can read it, 1, 2, and 3. Follow the directions. And again, we're looking for the S, Z sounds. So take a screenshot of that for your homework. And we're going to move on to more advanced applications. All right, so here we have Z and S in the same. I would say this is upper intermediate now, and then we'll get to advanced in shortly. So here we have the difference between 2 similar looking words, but they sound different because their functions are different. One's a noun and one's a verb, and you change the pronunciation and sometimes the spelling slightly to distinguish a noun and a verb. So here we go. In the first one, we have a verb, then a noun. So listen to this. I'm not going to advise you. You never take my advice. I'm not going to advise you. You never take my advice. So in number 1, we have advise, the verb, and advice, the noun. Advise, advice. Number 2, we have loose and lose. Loose and lose. So let's try it. Loose is an adjective and lose is a verb. So your tooth is loose. You'll lose it if you're not careful. Your tooth is loose. You'll lose it if you're not careful. All right, next we have close. It's very close, which is an adjective. And close, which is the verb. Close, close, and close. I'm sorry, very close and close. Close close. So let's read them. The shop's very close to home. It doesn't close till later. The shop's very close to home. And it doesn't close till later. So now let's read the whole sentence. The shop's very close to home, but it doesn't close till later. And then number 4, we have excuse and excuse. Excuse is the verb. Excuse is the noun. Excuse, excuse. I can't excuse people who drop litter. There's no excuse for it. I can't excuse people who drop litter. There's no excuse for it. All right, one more time all together. I can't excuse people who drop litter. There's no excuse for it. All right, now we go to the advanced portion. We have difficult sentences here, difficult with language and pronunciation, but especially language. I'll begin with the first sentence, then you can repeat it. We sized up the salesperson from New Zealand before he was hired. To size up means to sort of analyze and sort of try to understand the person. We sized up the salesperson from New Zealand before he was hired. Next, Sam said she was jealous because she has no salad. Sam said she was jealous because she has no salad. Sam said she was jealous because she has no salad. All right, and finally, this is the difficult one. 7 glasses of fizzy champagne splashed over the sofa. Seven glasses of fizzy champagne splashed over the sofa. One more time. 7 glasses of fizzy champagne splashed over the sofa. All right, and the last 3 are for homework. So good luck. And finally, we have a tongue twister. We could call this super difficult for those who want to try. I'm not very good at tongue twisters, but let's try it. And then you can try it, and if you find that you're good, you can share it in a story and challenge one of your friends to also try. So here we go. Are you ready? I'm going to go slow, and then you can try it slowly. She sells seashells by the seashore, but the seashells she sells are not seashells, I'm sure. That wasn't very good. Let me try one more time. She sells seashells by the seashore, but the seashells she sells are not seashells, I'm sure. This is tricky. Okay, so you can practice that one if you want and try to understand it, because that's also interesting. Those who came late, I'm uploading this video only onto YouTube, and I will put the link in my bio after the live. So if you're looking for the video, it will be on YouTube alone, exclusively. So now let's go to questions and answers. So if you have questions, I will try to provide an answer. All right, someone has asked, I'm a new follower. Let me know how this works. It works by every week I look at a different difficult pronunciation in English and we practice it together, and then I give you homework to practice it alone. All right. Okay. Someone is misspelled promptly, I think. All right, so we have a question. Is glass the same as glasses? Yes. Glass, glasses. Glass is something you drink from. Glasses are in the plural. These are always in the plural, glasses. We don't have one glass. It's always plural, glasses. So how many? I have one pair of glasses. That's right. You can send, okay, the question is, when can I send the homework? You're not going to send the homework this week. You're going to wait, and then by, I think, Wednesday or so, I will produce the homework in a video on YouTube, and you can compare your efforts with my video. All right, let's do some pronunciation. Bear, beer, you drink beer. Bird. Bear, the animal. Beer, the drink. And bird, the animal that flies. All right, going through. Hello, Ukraine. Do we pronounce G in kingdom? No, you don't. It's swallowed. We say it's swallowed. Kingdom. Kingdom. Now, I say it's swallowed because it influences how you pronounce the letter N. So G is important because it influences the N sound, but we don't produce the G. Kingdom. Good question. All right, more. We have born and burn. I was born in the United States. The fire burns. Born, burn. Born, burn. Thank you, Vicky. Oh, this is a nice one. How to say girls and Charles. Girls, Charles. So the ends are the same, but the beginnings aren't. Girls, Charles. Charles, girls. All right, thank you very much for that compliment. Oh, this is a beautiful word. How to pronounce ubiquitous. 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 Ubiquitous means everywhere. Something is everywhere. God, if you believe in God, God is ubiquitous. He or she is everywhere, or it is everywhere. All right. Very good. How to say gorgeous. So the first G is hard, the second G is soft. gorgeous, gorgeous. All right, going through more letters. Oh, this is always difficult for new learners. The difference between one woman and many women. So listen, woman, women. Woman, women. Woman, women. Many women. Many women. Women. Very difficult for young learners. And even not young learners. It's difficult, full stop. All right. Oh, nice. It's not a nice when it happens, but earthquake. 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 All right, I will look at S and TH sounds later. S and TH will be a very important lesson, so I will look at those very soon. Very difficult one here. The difference between feel and fill. Long E, soft I. Feel, I feel something. I feel the cold weather. Feel and fill. Feel, fill. Ill. The last one, ill. Start with ill. I'm ill. I'm ill. Fill. All right, one more time. Feel, fill. Very good. Very difficult, but a great question. Those are very difficult to discern or distinguish. How to pronounce period. Period. Period is that dot at the end of a sentence, or in sports, some games last 3 periods. Period. And there's a Z at the end with a plural. Periods. Periods. Very good. All right. Win. Win. I win or I lose. Win. W-I-N. Scissors is always plural. We don't have a singular scissor. It's always plural, like glasses. Scissors are always plural. These are the things that cut. Someone's asked about that. All right, how do you pronounce, this is a great one, scheme, with a K. Scheme. Scheme. All right, chorus has been misspelled, so I don't want to put the question up. A chorus is when many people sing. It's called a chorus. How to pronounce consequences. These are the S's at the end. All S's here, I think. Consequences. Consequences. Oh, this is a nice one because a lot of languages have a different emphasis here. Apostrophe. A lot of languages are apostrophe or something. We say in English, apostrophe. Apostrophe. An apostrophe is that little sign when you do possessives. So John's book. John apostrophe S. John's book. Apostrophe. That denotes possessive. Very good question here. How do you pronounce ruin? Ruin. Ruin. All right. Oh, this is a nice one. How do you say stingy? Stingy. Now, stingy is when you don't spend a lot of money. So someone who's stingy doesn't spend a lot of money. And this is a negative term. So if you want to criticize somebody, you can say, he's really stingy. He doesn't spend his money. Now, if a bee stings you, that's with a hard G. Sting. Sting. But if you want to give the adjective of a person, stingy. So a sting, a bee sting, and a person who's stingy. Very good. Very good. Let's see here. I hope, something happened. All right. Oh, this is a very appropriate term, quarantine. 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 I hope many of you are not in quarantine. All right, here is an animal, leopard. Leopard. Not leopard. 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 Here's another one. How to pronounce, or how do you pronounce circumstances? Circumstances. Oh, this is a great word. How to pronounce flabbergasted? Flabbergasted. If you're flabbergasted, you're frustrated. You're frustrated. I'm flabbergasted by that response. Frustrated, shocked, maybe even offended. All right. I think we've done this one, but someone's asked about it. Maybe not. No, not exactly. Fill, fail. Difficult. Fill, fail. One more time. Fill, fail. All right, very good. Someone was very interested in that. Also, admonish. Admonish. If you admonish someone, you reprove them. That's a very big word, reprove. It's to correct them. It's to criticize with a corrective element to it. All right, here's another one. Unfortunately. Unfortunately. All right, we will look at L's. Somebody's asked about L's. I will definitely look at L's. Here's one. The difference between bed and bird. Bed, bird. Bed, bird. Bird, bed. Hopefully you can hear that. We've pronounced, okay, here's one, exclamation. Exclamation. An exclamation mark is what you put at the end of a sentence when someone is screaming or shouting. Exclamation. So it's an emphasis in their speech. Very good. This is a difficult one. How do you pronounce wardrobe? W-A-R-D-R-O-B-E. Wardrobe. Wardrobe. Very good. Here's, a few more that are really good. Enthusiast. Enthusiast. He's a sports enthusiast. He loves to watch sporting events. Enthusiast. This is a difficult one because it can be pronounced several ways. Laboratory. Laboratory. So we don't pronounce all the letters here. Laboratory. We don't say laboratory. We say laboratory. So we truncate or we omit the O. Laboratory. Very good. All right, the past of win is won. I won. Who won? We won. All right, a few more and then we'll finish. Artillery. 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 This is a supply of guns and ammunition. Artillery. Oh, this is interesting. A catharsis. I think this is Greek. Catharsis. A catharsis. If you have an emotional catharsis, it's this great rush of energy, of emotion. A catharsis. Okay, how do you pronounce signature? Signature. Signature. All right, a few more. We're nearly finished. I think it's been very productive. I hope you're enjoying it and learning. Year, ear. Year, ear. Almost the same except we add a Y. Year, ear. Year, ear. All right, another one here we have inventory. 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 That's right. If you add up, count all the items or products in your store, you are making inventory. All right, we have here quarrel, squirrel. Quarrel, to fight, quarrel, squirrel. Quarrel, squirrel. A few more. Next, how to pronounce enthusiasm. 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 All right, we did this last week, but schedule and schedule. Two accepted pronunciations. Schedule and schedule. Schedule is mainly US and Midlands in the UK, and schedule is the rest of the UK, British. This is a British pronunciation, schedule. All right, just a few more and we're finished. Here we go. Labor. How to pronounce labor? Labor. And how to pronounce psychologist? Psychologist. The P is silent. Psychologist. That's the person. Psychology is the subject. All right, the last one. We got through them all. This is great. Bad bed. Bad bed. This is a bad bed. I hope you don't have a bad bed at home because sleeping is important each night. All right, everyone, we've gone through them. I want to thank you for a really productive meeting. For those who came late, I'm going to save this video on YouTube. I will put the link in my bio right after the class. Thank you all, and I'll also put the homework on YouTube, so you don't have to send me homework. I'm going to produce a video of the homework, so you'll have a chance to listen to it, my voice, as many times as you want for the homework. Thank you all, and have a great evening, afternoon, or morning. Bye-bye.